Opinion: taxpayers shouldn't have to pay for pandemics. Here's a solution. Dr. Nathan Wolfe is an epidemiologist and founder of the epidemic data and analytics firm Metabiota. The opinions expressed in this commentary are his own. Left side floating image width 100%, display block, margin 0, auto 1.5 rem, at media screen, and min width 200 px. Left side floating image float left, width 50%, max width 200 px, display block, margin 0 1.5 rem 1 rem 0. As an epidemiologist, I spent the first 20 years of my career discovering unknown viruses that could cause pandemics, such as novel coronaviruses. I spent most of those years arguing that if the world didn't better prepare for pandemics, countless lives would be lost. Then, 10 years ago, I started looking at the financial fallout as well. I became convinced that if we don't prepare for pandemics, countless livelihoods will also be destroyed. COVID-19 has shown that waiting to respond to epidemics can prove catastrophic. It has proven that we need to prepare for the financial fallout of the next major pandemic. But how? That's where the insurance industry can help. It's easy to imagine that catastrophes like COVID-19 represent acts of God, meaning it's a catastrophe that can't be predicted or prevented, and only the government can offer meaningful capacity to respond. Not so. And a litany of other catastrophes, including hurricanes, earthquakes, cyber terror, floods and droughts, to name a few, companies get detailed industry-specific risk assessments and obtain insurance to protect against business losses. The terror attack on 9/11 showed us how we can do that in a new way. It forced the private sector to confront risks it previously had neglected. Lenders, for example, would no longer agree to finance the construction of high-rises without terrorism insurance, and insurers were ill-equipped to offer such coverage. What resulted was the Terrorism Response Insurance Act, TRIA, which provides a public backstop to the insurance industry. The insurance industry can write policies to protect against terrorism, but if the losses go beyond a certain level, the government agrees to step in. Over the past week, Congress has drafted a similar act for pandemics. It's fair to ask why the government needs to step in at all. But right now the default is that the government pays for everything. Programs like TRIA pass the first costs to the private sector and enable the growth of new insurance solutions to absorb risk. Over time, as insurers adapt to a post-COVID-19 reality, just as they did post-9/11, insurers will learn how to take more of the burden on. Sadly, COVID-19 will not be the last epidemic we experience. But if we learn from it as we learned from 9/11, it may be the last one that taxpayers alone are on the hook for. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.